Finance is still the master of our economy. Thus the main question is, can we change that? And most people think you can change finance. The financial sector is untouchable. That actually plays into the hands of the financial lobby, who's fighting hard to maintain the status quo. And as most beliefs that guide our lives, this one is based on perception and emotions much rather than on reality. So three main facts here. The first one is that the financial system we have today is not a fatality. It's not the work of ancient gods. In fact, just 35 years ago, we had a very different financial system. It was largely a servant to the economy, a servant to society. Large chunks of it were the balance sheet of governments, strong public banks, thus with a high degree of democratic oversight and accountability. That system was also very stable. For 40 years after World War II, there were no financial crises. The difference between that system and the system we have today is a set of deregulatory policies that were put in place in the 1980s. So we know pretty much what we have to do to bring back that sector to the service of the economy and society. The second fact is that finance is not that dominant monster that we sometimes imagine it is. It's actually much closer to a paper tiger. It's still standing in front of us because we saved it after the financial crisis. It's still standing in front of us because we keep injecting central bank money into it. In fact, the main strength of the financial sector is its workforce, the vast majority of its employees, skilled people, talented people that much rather put that talent at the service of the common good than exclusively on shareholder returns. So actually that strength, that workforce is on our side, on the side of change. The third fact is that there's not only one way to do finance. I said 35 years ago the system was very different, but also today we have practitioners, we call them pioneers, ethical bankers, impact investors who are doing finance very differently, who are doing finance the way we need it to be done. They are serving local communities, they are financing the transition to a zero economy, they are transforming the system from within. Thus, in a nutshell, the question is not, can we change finance? How do we need to go about it? The question is when. And we believe the key priority should be to build a citizens' movement to transform finance, because that's what was missing right after the crisis, when we had a short window of opportunity to transform the financial system. So that's why we are gathering in Brussels on 4 and 5 December for the first Change Finance Forum. Civil society movements working on inequality, working on unemployment, working on the climate crisis, on consumer issues and many others, because these people have understood as long as we have not transformed the financial sector, we will not solve these societal issues that we all care about. That's also why we ask you to use the hashtag #ChangeFinance. That's why we'll be hosting a Facebook Live in the coming weeks to respond to your questions, to continue the dialogue. That's why we'll be in touch with you very soon again. Thank you.